Hello, everybody, and welcome back to more Shenanigans. So, have we figured out what to do with these kids?
Take them to the maid.
Yes, I've got this covered.
All right.
All right, we're always hearing about how there are other adventurers in Shenanigans.
Yes.
There's other adventurers? I look around the bar.
There's a few other adventurers around here. You've never noticed them before.
And every time there's a threat to the town, we act like we're the only ones who can solve it. Well, what are these other adventurers doing? I'm thinking
Want to start the Justice League?
subcontract. Why don't we subcontract this adventure?
You do realize that we're not getting paid.
Then they would get the experience for solving it, not us. You've got this.
We're not even getting paid for any of this.
You're not even getting paid. How the fuck are we going to pay other people? I have children to take care of.
We offer them 50% of what we're
He
getting.
shouts as me and Jill are.
Ralin, calm down. Yoga, do yoga. Like no worries. Like just breathe in, breathe out. Focus on the positive energies.
We offer the adventurers 50% of the rewards.
Well, so one of the guy goes, What? What's the reward?
Oh, you could just imagine.
I can imagine an awful lot.
I mean, this is saving the whole town.
Okay, so
Is the town really in danger?
I'm used to myself.
You don't think something special is going on when suddenly there's twice as many kids everywhere?
Yeah.
That's powerful magic. You don't think that's an existential threat to the town that someone has that kind of magic?
That's a good point.
And the magic.
All right.
But
But in exchange, why don't we just trade? I'll take your job and you take our job. Because this job's a fucking bitch.
What's your job?
The snails. The garden snails are out of hand and they're eating all the crops.
You know what? You guys do this trade. You take the children. I'm gonna go to the mages and figure out if I can do something with this.
Do you got a deal there, Missy? He says, putting his hand ready to shake.
We'll think.
I shake
Who
my
is this priest guy? Who are they talking to?
I'm not okay with this.
He's a fighter with like a two-handed battle axe who just looks crushed and defeated.
Where are the garden snails?
Everywhere. They're
is the sun
eating
out?
all the food. This town has so many problems. It's ridiculous. I don't know why anyone lives here,
Look.
but there's garden snails everywhere. And you know how to kill garden snails with a battle axe?
Yes.
It's
No,
terrible
you're doing it
bitch.
wrong.
No,
Here's
you
what
need
you do. You know what will eat garden snails and solve the problem? Cane toads.
Toads?
Cane toads.
What the hell's a cane toad?
Release cane toads. They'll eat the garden snails. Everything's fine.
I don't know what a cane toad is. Where do I get some toads?
Okay.
Where do I get
How
these
many
toads?
fields-
Point me the way.
How many fields have been affected? You don't need a cane. Whoops. Okay, almost.
I hear they're just giving them away in Australia.
Where's this Australia
just-
place? Is that next to
I imagine you
Mintaria?
get there through Coxport.
Damn it.
What
Guys,
time of
we're
day
going
is
to
it now?
Coxport. It's almost nighttime. The guys get up, grab their gear, and they immediately leave for Coxport.
Cane toads. That solves the problem. What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Well, I can probably sort out these snails if we want to. But we've got these doppelganger babies. This town has gone to shit. What did you guys do while I was busy sewing the shirts?
I start just literally enunciating what happened. A cow disappeared and we found it. Then I don't know what happened because I missed a week. I heard something about the riots in town. I missed that. I'm kind of sad about that. I don't know. Your friend had some adventures. The little kobold guy.
Rhubarb?
Kobolds.
Kubarb had some adventures. I'm not really sure what he was doing, but he wouldn't stop talking about this amulet thingy.
Have I seen Rhubarb since
You
the
have
last time he drove the cart? Or did
no. You haven't seen Krubarb in
Thank
a
you.
while. In fact, where is that little rascal? He's not around anywhere right now.
What if we needed to go somewhere and needed our driver to take
Well,
us?
you haven't
Do you have
checked
a
in
Rhubarb?
on your cart in some time. He's probably sitting
Yeah.
under the cart. That's where he tends to live.
I mean, it's a new cart, and it actually has like secret things underneath the cart where you can put stuff in. So
No, I mean literally living under the cart on the ground. He's a filthy kobold. He has very low standards.
All right, so I propose that we watch these children all night and make sure that the one with the hair doesn't try and eat the others. But there's no reason we can't go for a walk and see these garden snails. There's maybe something that I can clear up in a jiffy.
Was Desmond's wife at the bar, right?
Yeah, she's manning the bar tonight. She's very busy.
I just want to ask her, like, how big are these snails they're talking about? Because that seemed to be a...
She shrugs. I don't know. Normal snails. Yay big.
All right,
Then
I'm
why...
gonna step out.
But, yeah, sorry. You're saying that the fighter was banged up. But, like, his whole party banged up?
Banged up about it is an idiom, meaning he's upset and bothered by something.
I thought like his armor was like banged up
No,
and like dented.
no.
Like, okay, so it's actually just garden snails we're talking about, like, you know, small little
Yeah,
shits.
normal garden snails.
I'd go to Desmond or whomever and say, a giant sack of salt, please.
Indeed.
No, Desmond isn't there.
Desmond's
And by
not there,
giant
but-
sack, I mean like a handful, a hand-sized sack.
You can
of
go
salt.
to the market maybe and get in the morning and get some salt.
Yeah, I mean they've got some salt here that they'll sell you because they buy it in bulk. They'll charge you a little bit more than the market would, but the market's closed.
Yeah.
So it's 2 copper for like a tablespoon of salt, I think.
Are they're going to the market?
2 copper
Wait,
for a tablespoon?
Salt
fine.
was expensive back in the day.
Is it still day? Is it still daylight?
It's night.
The expression "worth your weight in salt" means it's like worth your weight in gold.
Right.
Salt used to be extraordinarily expensive. Roman legions would get paid in salt.
Right. So, you said a tablespoon is 2 copper?
Yeah.
All right. So that would make like a sack, like a hand-sized sack of it, like
A big
gold
sack
almost.
of...
What we should really do is turn the cart into a food truck and start selling fried snails. I hear that's a delicacy in some parts of the world.
when
I have-
did
I have the cooking proficiency to do just that.
become so economically?
Just a suggestion.
I look at
Okay,
him.
so I think I'm dual wielding babies. Does someone have another baby?
Yeah, I have the last one.
You have, okay, so did
Well, I
Jill
said
take-
I was helping with babies.
Oh, then you have it.
Yeah.
I'll definitely let
Okay.
you have it then.
Alright.
That's a good idea. I could go and whip up Kubarb and get a cart ready with Dick and Dick Emmett with donkeys. Do you want to do that? Oh,
No, let's go see these snails. Is it
You know,
still
we're-
daylight out?
We're really
really
failing
think-
it's
at
getting
Or is
towards
the
evening.
sun gone down?
Okay, I really think we should go to the wizards with these children and see if they can tell
Yeah,
us.
let's go see if they can tell us anything.
So a pound of salt is 5 silver.
It's not bad at all.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll take it.
All right. So
That's pretty bad compared to like the average salary of a peasant,
yeah.
Yeah.
or us for that matter, since we never have any freaking money.
Well,
Oh,
you
doppelgangers hoard gold. There's ought to be a big payout at the end of this.
There's never a
Anyway,
big payout.
How does it work? Then it can. I mean, with
If
the
I had magic items that I needed to get identified, then which I wouldn't. But
Can't-
if I did, I'd be waiting
I'm sure Rylene can help you work something out.
like, how is everyone doing on gold? Like, because I'm thinking how we. I mean,
I have 65 gold,
don't worry about it. I have
Then you go.
140.
which means I'm averaging like 5 gold per session.
Oh, well, I also have.
And perhaps we should seek out bigger treasure troves than lie here in Dead End Sausageville, East Westerton.
I have about a couple hundred gold worth of equipment that I haven't sold yet. If one of you feels like he's a merchant, you can sell it.
All right. Hold on. So,
I want to go to the fields.
okay.
I want to go.
I was
to
going
the
to say
wizard.
that Nina has got some salt and is going to the fields, and
Yes.
and Morton
Morton
is
is
going
with
with her
With dual wieldies.
with 2 babies, and
I hope that
Jill
one of
has the
them's-
other baby and is staying at the bar.
No, I'm going to
if-
go to the wizard. We're off to see the
If
wizard.
Firemouth and Bixby is waving to the fields, I'll take the children, and me and Joe are gonna go to the wizards.
Okay. So, Rylene and Jill are going to the wizard. Alejandro, where are you going?
I think I'll go with Jill. Yeah, I'll go to
Okay.
the wizard.
So Alejandro, Jill, and Rylene go to the wizard.
Martin,
Nina
you need to
and
come
Morton.
with the babies, or are the babies going with Rylene? We need all 3 babies at the wizard.
The wizards
Okay,
are with
babies first,
Yeah,
then
the babies-
snails.
The
Okay.
babies are with me. I have the 2 babies. I said if Firemouth and Bixby leaves, I'll take them from him.
You can't. I mean, you would have to physically remove the babies from.
I think it was like
yeah,
an
I
offer.
basically.
And I think it's. I also figured that. I mean, I know Rylene wants the babies, but she also usually wants a sword. So I figured you didn't want to have 2 babies and no access to your equipment.
I don't think we should get into any fights while we have the babies with us.
Yes, that's a good idea.
That's probably bad. So
Exactly, which is why I was trying to keep the babies away from Rylene.
Yeah.
All right, I have a spare. I actually have a blanket on my character sheet and some spare canvas.
Wait, Morton,
So I'm
are you
gonna
going
try
to the
and-
fields or not?
I'll go with them. I go with the babies.
Okay,
The
let's
wizard.
deal with the field. Nina, you head out to the field. The sun is going down. It takes like 45 minutes to get out to an area where there's farmer stuff. And sure enough, there are hundreds of snails everywhere. As far as the eye can see, there's snails. The crops are mostly eaten. It looks like a plague.
Shit. All right, I take out my sack of salt and just sprinkle it on all these little buggers. I try to not hit the dirt though, because it'd be really bad if I salted
Salting the fields.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, so the snails have like shells on them, so you'd have to like turn them upside down and put salt on them.
Sure.
That's a You could just step on them, but this is a horrific death you're giving each one of them. All right, sun's gonna go down in an hour or so, but there's a lot of snails here. You spend you can stay as late as you want salting snails.
Fuck
Salt
yeah.
snails by moonlight.
I'm easily amused.
Okay.
And she's a ranger, tending to the wilds, right?
Okay.
Restoring the balance.
Restoring balance, yes.
All right, we're gonna come back to you in a little bit,
Right.
Nina, because your story's not over. But sit tight. I
Oh,
need
yeah,
to
I want to
catch up
join.
to
I
your
want to get
time.
to the fields ASAP, but it's
Have you chosen your ranger enemy?
Oh, kobolds.
no way.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, he
Run for your life, Rhubarb.
I
Okay.
know. Rhubarb may not last much longer.
All right. Let's get back to the rest of the party. Although we're gonna come back to Nina real soon. Like rest of the party, you head off to this wizard with babies in tow. The wizard goes, "Oh, Rylene, you've come back. I thought that was just going to be a one-time thing again. I'm so glad you've returned to me. Come, let me see your bosom again."
She sees 2 children at my bosom.
What?
So you do have babies. You're carrying. Do the babies like Rylene?
They're infant babies. They're just crying. There's strange people in cold armor carrying them around that don't know how to properly.
That's why I
feed
would.
them.
I don't have cold
So
armor.
he actually.
Anyway.
I left then. Hold on. But I'm
you
going after the ranger.
Okay.
If Rylene physically removed the infants from Morton, he was like, "Fuck this! You make the babies cry yourself."
Okay. Cool.
So I walked off halfway
You meet
to the shop.
Nina in the fields, salting snails.
I look at this wizard and I say, now. First, I have something a bit more important. Then we can get to the fun stuff.
These are yours? So fast! I didn't think I could do anything at this age. Are you?
I'll shake my head. Not mine.
Oh.
But
My
still,
mistake.
have you heard about all the?
Oh,
Children?
these are a pair of twins you found. Oh, there's a third one.
Yes.
Did
Well,
two
these
babies
three-
spring from one? Or did
Maybe
one baby
so.
spring from two?
They might be doppelgangers, and we want to make sure if they are or not. So that's why we brought them here.
You see like a sweat gland on one of the babies, like there's an enemy sweat
Yeah.
gland.
Well. He pulls out some tomes, looks at them for a little bit. One of them looks like a copy of the monstrous manual that Alejandro was perusing. And he goes, "Aha! I have an idea here." He pulls out some rose petals, tosses them in the air over the babies as they kind of like fall down on him. And he goes, "Uni mani mali manus," and one of the babies just goes and instantly just passes out and starts sleeping peacefully.
Jill could have done that.
Also, I need everyone else in the room to make saving throws versus spell.
Oh shit! He cast a sleep code. That's so smart. How the fuck did we not think about it?
I mentioned it. I said they're immune to sleep and charm.
I don't have to roll. I'm an elf.
You're good. You're all good. Jill.
Yep.
But Alejandro and Rylene, give me saving throws versus spell.
I fail. I do have 15 HP, like free hit dice, if that matters in any way.
What now? The question: where does Rylene wake up?
The question is, does she drop any of the babies?
Both of the babies.
The better question is, who was holding the baby that was actually a baby? Me or Joe? Because if I drop these two babies, it's okay. They're doppelgangers.
As soon as Morton leaves, the baby gets crushed to death by Rylene.
It is a doppelganger.
Alejandro, what did you roll in your saving throw versus spell?
A 10.
Oh god, you both failed. You both fall asleep.
There, Rylene is falling asleep holding baby.
I'm guessing this
Two
whole.
babies.
It's
Yeah,
like
Rylene falls asleep holding two babies. One of her
Again.
babies falls asleep. Your baby stays awake, crying. Jill,
All right, I go like, oh shit, and I dive and try to
give me a
get
dex
the-
check to try and catch the two other children mid-fall.
All right.
Sleepy time.
Oh my god.
Smashed babies. They probably all wake up and start crying, right?
No, there's a doppelganger and like.
There's the magical sleep.
Rylene tumbles to the ground. The baby, I mean, you're holding them. They just land on you with a hard impact. They don't die. Babies are resilient. They bounce back. They'll be fine. But they do wake up crying. Or one of them wakes up crying. The other one just starts crying. And the wizard goes, "There's your answer. Oh, you're asleep. Well, my lady. Interesting lady. You seem quite awake. Don't you feel a little bit drowsy?
No?
Oh.
Am I supposed to?
No, it's great. Here, he hands you a pitcher of water. Please pour this on your sleeping friends. I don't want
All
them
right,
mad
I'll-
at me if they wake up.
Okay, I'll pour it on my friends here and go, okay, so
I was dreaming
So
of a
the-
fire. It was so good.
I'm gonna keep track of the babies here now, and I'm gonna pull out a little bit of ink, my little inkwell, because that's on my character sheet. Put a little dab, and so mine didn't fall asleep, thus making it a doppelganger.
No, yours, yeah.
Okay, so
Babies
I'll
still
put,
get saving throws.
so I'll put a little dab.
100%.
I'll put a little dab on my baby's forehead, and on the baby. So one of Rylene's fell asleep, and one didn't.
Right. Were you putting
So
a
I'll put
dab
a
of
dab.
what? Water?
A dab of ink,
Ink. Okay.
because in my character list I have paper and ink.
Done.
So I've marked the two babies.
They have been marked.
So
Mark
do
of
we
the
know
beast is
anything?
upon them.
Do we know anything? Are there doppelgangers or not? Does the wizard answer?
They didn't fall for the sleep spell.
Well, I don't know that doppelgangers are immune to sleep.
I've been paying attention.
I was gone at that point, if you remember.
I mean,
Sorry, Boop? Does the wizard say
I'm sorry. Can you ask the question again? I thought it was to ask someone else, and I wasn't paying attention.
No, like, to the wizard, like, so, do we know anything? Are they doppelgangers or not?
Well, one of them is.
As
Two
in-
of them
as in
is. Two of them are.
that- you know,
Well, but why would?
or they rolled 20s. There
Why
are
would
false
they do
positives. Morton's not there. Can we go to the field?
Can you think of any reason why they would do this?
Well,
Has
I
there
mean,
been
if
any other
you
incident like this?
if you could have someone else raise your kids for you, wouldn't you do that?
Not really, no.
No.
Oh.
No?
I would take care of my kids.
I mean, how do you know that your kids are gonna be your kids if somebody else raises them? What if they never want to return to you?
Well, I think doppelganger society is a little bit different than human
Maybe
society.
they're bad parents. Who knows? Maybe they don't want to be tied down.
To
Well,
the best
the
of my
question
knowledge,
now-
there are no such things as doppelganger villages. I think they just... I do not know how they breed, to be honest. I thought they were imagined by a wizard once upon a time, or by a god, or some such shenanigans.
So, to
Aha! I
be,
see what you did there. Aha!
Mm.
what do we do with these children? Do I just kill the two that didn't fall asleep?
What, you would murder a child? You fiend! It's the last time I do a favor for you.
Yeah, Riley. What the hell?
Just
Then you
ask
kind of...
the
But
doppelgangers.
not really, we can keep being friends.
Yeah, I know. And I tap him on the shoulder and give him a kiss on the forehead. I'm just asking. I didn't say I'd do anything. Just
I don't
do-
know, but now you have doppelganger children. What do you want to do with them?
I look at the others. Do we kill them or do we?
No,
Then
No.
what do we do with them?
we do not kill children.
We'll,
They are
Even if they
innocent.
plan to kill other children.
They're
Yeah.
children.
We're not
They
doing
can't.
we
plan.
we will start a doppelganger nursery and like a whole boarding school, like everything.
No. I took responsibility for these children. I'm
Army.
gonna get a wet nurse, and these are gonna be my first squires when they grow up. Nonetheless, I'm gonna raise them if we're not killing them. Either way, it's either sacrifice or squires. So I'm guessing we're going for squires.
Look. These children are innocents. They are. A doppelganger cannot become an infant or a child.
Yeah,
So
and that's what
these-
I'm saying.
The,
I'm gonna
the,
raise them.
the older ones, well, they might already be too far gone. But doppelgangers are not necessarily murderous creatures. I think.
All right.
Done.
So
It's done.
what
It's
we're gonna do is we'll start Jill's school for gifted youngsters. For these doppelgangers, and then raise them to use their powers to fight crime.
Can
Do
I be
you
can I
realize
can I be the
that-
gymnastics teacher? Can I be the gymnastics? Like
That's an interesting.
Yeah.
We could
I-
take
I
up
mean-
a collection and create a school for these infants.
I mean, these are kind of like magical creatures, as you
A
said.
school for doppelgangers that want to learn to read and do other stuff good.
Wouldn't you like to have another word in the school, my friend? I'm gonna put a hand on the mage's shoulder. Like, don't you like?
I
couldn't
have
we
some
do-
uses for doppelgangers. It might be nice to invest. He goes over to a bag, pulls it off the shelf, and like upends it on the bed, and just like a large pile of money forms on the bed, larger than the bag itself. Because well, there must be a few thousand gold in here.
Wait, what do you mean uses for doppelgangers?
I just whispered to Joe. He's not capable of evil. Trust me. He's quite very bluntly honest.
Can you explain what you mean by uses?
Well, they make good spies, good informants. They can blend into surroundings. There might be a colleague of mine who has misappropriated one of my magic rings that I'd like to get back, and it might be nice to have
The
a
more
person
important
impersonate
part-
his assistant.
The more important part is that you first need to raise them and give them a decent life, and then they can choose if they want to be your spies and so on.
Yeah.
I go, Joe.
Oh, Rylene, you're so young and innocent.
Yeah,
Don't you
I
know children never choose their own destiny? Parents choose their children's destiny long beforehand. Don't you understand that's what arranged marriages are for? Children of farmers become farmers. Children of priests become priests. Life is predetermined. There is no real free choice.
Unless you're an adventurer.
Well, yes, but
free will is a lie.
but what did your parents do?
My parents?
Yeah, sure.
I think they were killed by a couple of bandits and then
Aha! You see? Your parents were murdered. You will probably be murdered too. No. That's probably why you became an adventurer, to get murdered.
Alejandro understands this reasoning because it comes from a big line of wrestlers and yoga instructors, like a long, big line. Like it's just like never changing.
Okay.
Everyone.
So
Shit.
Meanwhile,
yeah. Meanwhile, I guess this is a good
Meanwhile,
time for meanwhile.
on the outskirts of town,
Meanwhile, on the outskirts of town,
I've
you guys are
left the-
salting the shit out of these snails.
I don't saw. Okay, so when I do get to the field, I catch up with.
Yeah.
What's her name?
Nana.
Nana.
Name.
I don't. How many how many fields do they cover? Like I'm not. I'll let, while she's salting, I'm like.
If you walk around and
investigating.
start looking for things, you will. They cover all the fields that you can see. There are probably tens of thousands of them.
Are the plants still sort of intact? Like they've just like been devouring the leaves and.
Yeah, they've just been eating everything.
But there's still some plant remnant, like there's still
Yeah.
like stalks that are like dying and withering away. It's just like the crops that have been eaten.
Hmm.
So I'm gonna investigate around while I stay within. Oh, I thought it was like a bear roaring in your soundtrack. I'm gonna stay within like 90 yards of Nana
Okay.
in case. I can-
So while you're doing this, I need both of you to give me perception checks. Well, actually, no.
it's getting towards night, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So I'll
Actually,
lit a lantern.
Morton, you give me a perception check.
I've got a
Dana,
lantern.
you're busy salting snails. You're focused.
Am I that focused? Really? I'm a ranger.
Critical.
I must be vigilant at all times.
All right, Morton,
Critical,
you see
32.
something approaching from the woods. Something coming from the edge of the forest. It's big. It's long. It rises up on its hind something.
I alert Nana and like rush to her side.
The two of you look and you see what must be the mother of all snails. Its back is like 20 feet off the ground. Its two antennas stick out above the shell, another 10 feet. It is the most large giant snail you've seen in your life. It is massive.
We
It
need
is
the others.
size.
How far away is it from
gargantuan.
us?
Need more salt.
How far away is it?
Half mile? No, quarter mile. Quarter mile.
Oh, that's pretty far.
Yeah, it's not gonna get to you in any moment now.
It's also a snail, so you can
Yeah.
imagine how fast it travels.
How much of my salt do I have left? I've only been gently.
You've been
Not
sprinkling some
enough.
salt, so you've got probably half a pound of salt left.
All right, I'm holding on to that for now. I'm like, yo, Morton, you want to have some fun with some snails? Actually, I don't, because I know how dangerous these big snails can be.
Yes, we must seek vengeance for,
Don't they spit
for the
acid?
natural world.
They do.
This creature is an abomination, clearly. But
Yes. Wait, do I know if they spit acid? Because, like, I think I have animal lore.
Do you have animal lore?
I'm a ranger, so you said I do.
is it a
I didn't
proficiency?
say you do. Is it on your character sheet?
It is.
Then you
but
have
that's
animal lore.
because you
Done.
told me I had it.
Well, I
Being a
don't
ranger.
remember these things, man. It's forever ago.
Is it? It's a non-weapon proficiency that you would have selected at first level.
Yeah. Cool.
Or, like,
So
characters.
your animal lore that says that salt works on slugs, sounds like it would work on
I
a
was
giant.
asking if they spit acid.
Oh, spit acid. I'm sorry. Got lost in my own thought.
Do I just do an intelligence check?
Giants. You've heard of giant slugs spitting acid. You've never heard of a giant snail before.
Oh, so it has a shell on it.
Oh, it's got a shell. It's a twisted and warped black shell that kind of spikes out on either end,
Is it moving or is it just sort of
It
like
is-
there?
moving at a snail's pace.
Shit.
Well, it does that by definition.
Yes, yes, it
All right,
does.
let's go get the others, and
Yeah, I don't want to deal with this alone.
we're gonna have the most delicious escargot tonight.
Fuck
That's
yeah.
Elvin for fried snails. All right, so I guess
So
we
we're gonna rejoin the group and tell them like, yo, you guys should probably help.
Help with what?
I mean, we're not there
So
yet.
are we able to find the party? Like,
yeah, you
can
head
we,
back
like,
to the to Woghorts. Meet them up in the. You go in as they're coming back out.
Yeah.
Well,
Guys, the snails are a big problem.
What do you mean? Not
Why?
enough salt?
Also, we just realized that these two children are actually doppelgangers, and most likely most of the other children are doppelgangers.
But it might not be an issue aside from we need to bill them for daycare.
It seems like our friend over on here, I point towards the mage, is willing to offer up a whole word of the school to teach and just raise these children. And like I point to the gigantic mound of gold, like thousands of gold on the
Thousands of gold is not a mound. It's a. Did they get? It'd
no,
be like
he-
a big.
the
pouch.
guys kept his
Yeah.
gold. He did not give
Yeah.
it to anybody.
yeah.
So you don't
I just
point,
point
to
towards it. But didn't
towards the
he put
building
it?
behind you.
Oh, we are
We're not
outside
in. No,
now.
we're meeting in. This is outside. of-
Yeah. I was like, yeah, he put up like several thousand golds on
So how did you figure out that these are doppelgangers?
the sleep spell. That's actually quite smart.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
really good.
If only I had thought that.
If only you had, this would have been a lot
Yes.
easier.
Yes. Why didn't you? We're
Well,
disappointed.
no, but Jill's put things to sleep before. We could use this to. Although, there is still a chance that the child resists your charms. No,
I mean, two of them.
so there is the possibility of a false
they
positive.
They even get a sleep save. I thought it was no save spell.
Oh, you're right. As its lowest. Right? No, there's a save to negate a sleep spell. Correct?
I mean,
There
I
is a
got a
save.
save, so
Yeah. So there is a 10% chance for them to resist the effects.
can happen.
You know?
So we can never be 100% certain
Let me look.
that someone is a doppelganger using this method, but we can be
Saving
certain
throw,
they're human.
none. There's no saving throw. Saving throw, none.
no saving throw for
Really?
sleep.
So it's just by
No
hit.
saving throw
Oh.
for sleep.
It's just by hit die. I
Oh, you're
think.
right. There's absolutely no saving throw for sleep. Holy shit.
It's by hit die.
I remember this now because I think this has been an issue before whenever Jen casts a sleep and like, oh, there's no saving throw. Is there no saving throw? Like looking up all the time.
Okay.
Yeah. Which is interesting.
Yeah. That.
S-
Well,
sleep-
we
sleep
know
would
that
be-
these are
sleep would be-
doppelgangers.
Sleep would be.
Let's say. So yeah, I'm gonna be raising the freedom ones that I have, nonetheless. And you guys can set up a school if you want to.
This is like a really useful spell for a parent to have.
Well, do they sleep for like?
It's
I
a
mean,
magical sleep though, and it's only 5 minutes per level.
But it gets them to sleep.
But I don't know. They may just immediately wake up 10 minutes later.
I think they just keep. It magically sleeps them for a while, but I think if a baby's magically asleep, it'll probably
They'll
keep.
probably
it.
stay asleep.
Yeah.
a horrible thing to do, though.
Well, it's better than feeding them cough syrup.
Yeah, I guess this is 100% effective. Let's test the babies. But first, there's a gargantuan snail on the outskirts of town devouring our food.
Out of context, let's test the babies.
Wait,
As
what?
you-
Test the babies
Say
against
that.
the snails.
As you say that, you suddenly realize that the babies are in your arms and I have a pitchfork out. Things to kill. Actually, the voice that Irene makes, it's been too long since he stabbed anything. Anyway, let's
What?
go them back at Shenanigans and go kill monsters.
Are we
No.
leaving? Are
Where
we
do we
leaving
go to
the
Shenanigans?
Something about a giant snail?
Yeah, there's a giant snail. It's coming to kill everything.
Oh,
Very,
how
very
giant?
slowly.
Yeah, because like giant snail could mean it's like a foot long.
No, big as a house.
No, it's the size of like a big cottage.
That is
Well,
a big snail.
I look
Can
at the other side.
yeah. Can we kill a
Oh.
What?
Rob,
Lost audio there.
cottage?
Yeah.
Because
Oh.
I've never killed.
Rob,
A
can you start
cottage?
over again? We lost you.
I said, can we kill a cottage? Because I've never killed a cottage before.
I've killed an inn before.
Well,
and I
we're
can
Rob.
kill more zombies.
at least it's not a gazebo, right? Not a gazebo.
Yeah.
So we might be able to kill it.
Anyway, let's put
Ranged
these,
weapons?
let's leave these babies, and we can use my Molotovs if you want to. And let's go kill it.
Try not to burn the fields.
All
I
right,
don't
we
think
need
we
to
get the
get.
reward if we burn
Oh
the
my
fields.
god, there's probably like no babysitters in this town at the moment.
We can we can definitely just pay somebody in the bar to keep an eye on them. I'll make sure they are
Ooh,
fed.
babysitters must be making major bank right now.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
Yeah,
maybe,
Yeah, forget screw
maybe
adventuring.
that's-
Let's
maybe
take a
that's
page.
what we should be doing. We should be
But let's-
basically.
Also,
Oh,
did you
hell yeah,
adventure-
loots and
wait,
liars.
Okay.
Yeah.
Guys,
All right, give me
did
the
you
babies.
adventure-
I'll hold on to them, and I start to fashion a sling for the babies out of my blanket.
You fashion a
And
baby
just-
sling.
I just attach as many babies to me as the party wants to give me, and say, "Let's go get this
all
snail."
12 of them. Anyway, again.
Well, why don't we go over in the
steal
car?
this- Wait. Didn't
Alright.
we steal this job from other adventurers? Are they not going to be pissed at us for stealing their job?
Job schmob. There's a gargantuan snail eating town.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that
If we don't act quickly, there will be no more tomatoes.
No more cucumbers.
No more cucumbers.
Irene starts running.
Without tomatoes, there's no Bloody Marys.
Irene starts running.
No cucumbers means no spa. Like, you have to have the cucumbers. It's a vital part.
Do we
No
have a
kale.
So I think the
Oh, no
party
kale
has
either.
a party reunited heads to the field.
I'm guessing Alejandro really cares about kale.
Do I have all three babies crying in my papoose?
Yes, you do.
Alright.
Caboose? Is that a name for it?
Ranged weapons, people. Ranged weapons. Don't let
Oh,
it get
you.
I'm looking at my fist. Like, guess I
Okay.
don't.
I open your fist and I put the Molotov inside.
You guys approach the snail, and we're gonna take our break a little bit early so we can do all the snail stuff at the end. See you guys on the other
Yeah.
side of our break. Bye bye.
Yeah.